Stop yawning.
Don't sneeze.
Don't sneeze, don't yawn, don't cough. It's Saturday at Comic-Con.
Yeah, it is.
All right. I'm sure we're already live, but we're waiting for... Oh, camera, focus. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm seeing some eyeballs in the chat. Hi guys, welcome back to Sideshow Live. We are going to take a look at the Marvel side of our booth right now. It is absolutely jam-packed here on Saturday at Comic-Con. So we're going to start, we're just going to get right into it. This is the Black Widow premium format figure. She is available for pre-order on our website already. You are seeing the exclusive edition of her portrait. It's a swap out with the classic long red hair. The collector edition has a shorter bob haircut with more orange hair. This is a proximity piece that matches with Captain America behind her. You can display them together, but you don't have to display them interconnected. That's proximity bases are meant to stand alone or together. You can see that she is part of an assault on Ultron because she has one of his downed sentries on his base. Her costume is all sculpt, a more modern interpretation of the costume with some tactical armor. There's some really cool textures and details that really give her this action suit feel. She feels protected, not just a spy in a tight suit. She's got her widow bites around her belt and the stingers around her wrist, and she is holding two different guns. And the gun in her hand here and then the Ultron both have removable smoke features. So she is available for pre-order on our website right now. You can go to sideshow.com and check that out. Next up, I think we're going to take a little trip to the X-Mansion.
Excuse us.
This is the Mystique premium format figure, also available for pre-order on our website right now. You guys are seeing the collector edition where she's holding her twin pistols. The exclusive edition has a swap-out left arm featuring her transformation powers in action, where she's transforming into Laura Kinney with two Wolverine claws. Super cool. She is standing on a base that is the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters seal. And if you guys take a look, you can also notice that, I mean, all of these X-Men pieces are so fantastic. They look great together. And there's a lot of interplay between who's in the scene. She's got the Juggernaut's fist imprinted in the base as a hint at how he might have just burst in and destroyed the school, leading the way for all these evil mutants to come in. Her costume is all sculpt. It is very beautiful. They got some really cool dynamic motion on her skirts as she is strutting into the school.
I want to know what you think about this cap.
And she's got, I love that blue skin tone that they got for her. I mean, that is her classic blue. The eyes really pop with the yellow and the red haircut. So this is Mystique. She is available for pre-order on our website. Next up, this we were so excited to show you. She led off one of our announcements for online Comic-Con. This is the Rogue Maquette. This is a piece of both art and science. I mean, check out how she is flying off the base. She is connected by her hand to the buzzsaw coming out of the Danger Room floor. The Danger Room floor is being destroyed. I love that blue energy coming out of there. Her jacket is cut and sew, which is really awesome. Beautiful, beautiful leather-like fabric. And then she's got the long-haired portrait with her classic white stripes. And then the rest of her costume is sculpt. This piece defies gravity, super cool. It's a really great expression of Rogue's powers and a really cool addition to the X-Men collection, taking us into the Danger Room itself. So she's not available for pre-order on our website right now, but you can go to sideshow.com/Comic-Con, go to her preview page, and then you can RSVP to be informed when we get more information about her. You can choose how you want to be notified, SMS or email, and we will let you know when we have galleries, pictures, product updates, and more. So right now we are looking at the Magneto Maquette. He is part of the group that is fighting the Sentinels. We've got some Sentinels and we've got some X-Mansion awesome characters hanging around. So he is standing on he is floating. He's floating above a crushed Sentinel head, exercising his powers over magnetism. This is really cool. He's anchored in at the back leg, and he also looks like he is floating. He's got a beautiful, beautiful cut and sew cape that you can pose. It's got internal wiring, so you can pose it how you want. And you are seeing the exclusive edition. This is his swap-out unhelmeted portrait. There is a helmet portrait with a grimacing face. This is his more stoic, unhelmeted Eric Lensher portrait. Really cool. And I love the, did we get some of the details of how he's bending the metal of the Sentinel head and warping it, and it is coming up to aid him in the fight. So next up, Another one with a Sentinel base. This is X-23. She debuted for Online Comic-Con. You can check out her preview page at sideshow.com/Comic-Con. RSVP when you want to get more information. Our friend Tom Taylor actually got to do the reveal, and he was the one writing the most recent Laura Kinney Wolverine run in the Marvel Comics, so that's super exciting. She is the clone daughter of Wolverine, leaping down onto a Sentinel hand base. Wolverine has the opposite Sentinel hand, so these two look really cool together. She's got, of course, her two famous hand claws and then her foot spikes. That is really cool. I love this piece. They've got some great texturing. She's got some very similar yellow texturing on her costume to Wolverine, so these pieces look great in comparison with one another. Make a very dynamic display, the two hands of the Sentinel. And if you add Magneto in there, you've got the two hands and the head of this Sentinel. Who messed with the wrong mutants?
That one.
All right. So next up, we're going to take a trip to Hell's Kitchen. This is the Daredevil premium format figure. Oh, he is available for pre-order on our website right now. I love this piece with Elektra in the back. Again, with these pieces that have proximity bases that look really good in comparison to one another. The artists did a great job sculpting kind of matching elements of the costumes for these characters, like Laura Kinney and Wolverine. So Daredevil and Elektra both have kind of more modernized versions of their classic red costumes with bits of armor sculpted in, because being a vigilante or an anti-hero in Hell's Kitchen is dangerous work. So this is the collector edition you're looking at. The exclusive edition of Daredevil has a swap-out cowled portrait without. It's a classic cowl, so it doesn't have some of those modern armor detailings, and he's got a grimacing face. He is on a destroyed Hell's Kitchen window base. He and Elektra are meant to be kind of like buildings that could be across the street from each other. And he is all sculpt, but he does have fabric, he has a fabric tether on his billy clubs, which can be rearranged so you can display it in different configurations. He's got it wrapped over his shoulders right now. You can even take off the tether on the billy clubs. And I believe there's a swap out little end cap for the clubs, so you don't even have to have the tether attached. He is available for pre-order on our website right now, so you guys can check that out at sideshow.com. All right, this was one of my personal favorites for the show. I mean, they're all so fantastic, but we were so excited to reveal this one for Online Comic-Con. This is the Thor Breaker of Brimstone premium format figure. This was sculpted by Daniel Bell, as was Daredevil and Captain America. And Thor has taken the fight to the realm of Muspelheim. He is fighting Surtur, the fire demon himself, the Lord of Flames, and lava is just erupting out of this base, which is so cool because Thor is actually like kneeling down on a plume of lava because nothing stops the God of Thunder. You guys are looking at the exclusive edition, which has the swap out. Is that also the left hand? Yes, that is the swap out left hand with Stormbreaker, which is Beta Ray Bill's hammer, which Thor actually did carry in the comics for a time. He used it to defeat some Skrulls, which is super cool. And then his Mjolnir in his other hand has the full inscription of the Hammer of Thor. That's one of my favorite details about any of our Thor pieces. We do get the hammer inscription on the magical mallet. This is really beautiful. It's based on the modern kind of version of Thor's costume. Kind of think Esad Ribic, God of Thunder, the Jason Aaron run. The paint job really reflects that too. He has a fabric cape with some weathering details at the bottom, so you guys can pose that. And then he's got the sculpted costume, tunic, the scale mail pants, and the boots. So he's not available for pre-order on our website, but you can go to sideshow.com/Comic-Con, check out that RSVP page, and then let us know if you'd be interested. Just let us know if you'd be interested. So this is the Miles Morales Spider-Man premium format figure. Lots of really cool Spider news coming from Comic-Con this year. I mean, with the Into the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game. So this is awesome. This is Miles Morales. He is the Ultimate Spider-Man from Earth 1610. He is fighting Ultimate Venom. And if you guys notice, he's not as big as some of the other heroes. This is a premium format figure, but Miles Morales is a teenager. He is a small kid, but he's still out there doing the hero work, which is really cool. This is the collector edition. The exclusive comes with a unmasked portrait and a swap-out hand where he is holding his mask. The textures and the techniques they've gotten on this Venom base are so cool. You guys can see he's got kind of a fleshy, translucent mouth with those terrifying teeth and those beautiful purple and black tones. So Ultimate Venom is a little more monstrous than we know. I mean, Venom is a terrifying monster, even in the 616, but Ultimate Venom is nothing to mess with. So this is available for pre-order on our website right now. You can go to sideshow.com and search for Miles Morales. All right. Ah, yes, he's on our side. This is the Gray Hulk life-size bust. This is a color variant of the green Incredible Hulk life-size bust that we have. These pieces are, for lack of a better word, incredible. This puts you face to face with a life-size Hulk. He's got those massive shoulders. I love the pieces. These pieces have a very nice sleek round base. Makes them easy to display in any collection. This is the gray variant, so it's kind of a classic looking Hulk, but he still retains all that detail. Lots of skin textures and pores and some incredible dental work going on, Mr. Hulk. He's got that monstrous brow and that mean scowl. He looks really cool spinning around on the turntables here at booth 1929, just mugging at people and catching them as they walk by. All right, so we're looking at the backside of Wolverine, but this is the Wolverine life-size bust, again with those really cool textures. There are multiple different types of leather-like textures on both the brown bodysuit, the black fins on his cowl, and then even the yellow is a different texture. And this is Wolverine with his signature snarl. Check that out. All those neck muscles. This really gets the intensity. Oh, I was hoping these two would end up staring at each other. They're kind of a little off sync, but they would get into a mean staring match. So this is the Wolverine life-size bust. He is available for pre-order on our website now. All right, another life-size bust. This is the Deadpool X-Force variant in his classic kind of ashy gray costume with the red eyes. Still all that incredible detail. He's got sculpted pouches. Check out the sculpted wraps on his katanas. That shoulder pouch or shoulder pad. Deadpool is completely kitted out as a member of the X-Force team. So if you've ever wondered what it would be like to have a life-size Deadpool in your house, he will be available for pre-order soon. You can RSVP at sideshow.com/Comic-Con. Thankfully, this Merc doesn't mouth off as much as a real one would, but if you want him in your collection, it's definitely a must-have for any fans of Deadpool. These life-size busts are so cool. They've got such a good presence, especially at the show. All right, so we are looking at the Avengers Assemble statue collection. We've got Thor and Wasp. Wasp made her debut at Spooktacular last year. Thor is available for pre-order on our website now. But we've got some new members on the team. We've got the Ironman Stealth Suit Avengers Assemble statue. He is limited to an edition size of 500 pieces. He has a light-up feature, so his eyes glow red, and his chest arc reactor, excuse me, forgot what that was called for a sec, also glows red. Really cool. There are no swap-out accessories, but he is a limited edition variant. 500 pieces available for pre-order on our website now. I love that blue. I love the blue tones, and they kept the darker blue is gloss and the lighter blue is a matte color, kind of like on the red and gold Iron Man from this collection as well. They've got the matte and the gloss tones going on. All right, we want to move on to the Spider-Verse. Yes. All right, we're gonna swing to the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
Thank you. I've been waiting all weekend for that one. This is the Spider-Man statue from the Mark Brooks artist series of Spider-Verse. There was I believe it's still actually available on our website, matching fine art print of these three lovely, lovely web warriors. Spider-Man is on a web tornado base that is littered with awesome Easter eggs. Peter Parker's camera, there's an issue of the Daily Bugle that actually has a cover. You can't quite read the whole headline. And then there is a box of Lisa's Famous Pizza, and that, I believe, was named after Mark Brooks' wife. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. This is the collector edition. The swap out edition, the exclusive swap out, excuse me, is a half masked Peter Parker demonstrating his Spidey sense. So he's got the half of the unmasked and then half the Spidey mask, which is really cool because that's like the Mystique premium format figure. Sometimes some of these characters' powers are a little harder to get in action, but the exclusive definitely captures that Spidey sense classic from the comics. All right. Again, with the Mark Brooks collection, this is the Silk statue. This is Cindy Moon. You guys are seeing the exclusive edition. That is her masked portrait with a slightly different haircut. She's sitting on a lamppost base with some cool ornamental dragons wrapped in webs at the bottom. These three have those great proximity bases, matching webs at the base, so you guys can display them all together. Cindy Moon is known for her powers of organic webbing from her fingertips, so she is shooting a web and ready to swing off into the night and take out some bad guys. She's got, let's see. Yeah, she's got the black gloss on her costume and the white matte, which is cool because Spider-Gwen is kind of reversed, so these pieces pick up the light differently. There's some cool painting on her, on the black as well, some lighter tones that kind of give a light perspective, so she the painters do this really great thing where they paint the light perspective into the piece, so you can kind of tell in the scene where the natural light would be coming. And the silk logo on her costume is raised, is glossy, and it's really cool. She's a newer Marvel character, but she is awesome. Misty Milana says, the silk statue is so beautiful and mysterious. That is true, especially with that masked portrait. And now we're looking at the Spider-Gwen Mark Brooks statue. This is also the exclusive with the hooded portrait of Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy, in an alternate Earth, where she was the one bitten by the radioactive spider. She was on a New York street post base. You can see some cross-section of streets with the webbing at the bottom. She's got a backpack on with her drumsticks in her backpack because she, when she's not moonlighting as her superhero, she's part of the Mary Janes, which is an awesome rock band. And she's got those blue shoes are fantastic. I think they actually designed, some clothing company designed blue shoes based on Spider-Gwen like that. And she's got the bright pink highlights in her hood, but the collector edition portrait is the unmasked Gwen Stacy with her classic headband. All three of the Spider-Verse figures are available for pre-order on our website right now, so you guys can go to sideshow.com and check that out. Right now, we're going to show you another one of the variants from the Avengers Assemble collection. Excuse me. This is the Gray Hulk statue. He is also limited to an edition size of 500 pieces. He's got the blue denim pants. One of my favorite parts about this collection is Thor has the fabric cape, but most of these details on their costumes are completely sculpted. There's some amazing textures in this piece. I mean, even the wrinkles on the Hulk's knee, it's like that is what a real knee looks like. But he's got the cool blue denim pants. He's got the larger brow portrait. There are, again, with the stealth suit variant, he doesn't have any swap out pieces, but this is extremely limited to 500 pieces. He's got that large brow, and he's totally ready to smash with his kind of dynamic pose there. And then there's the Captain America Avengers Assemble statue. He is available for pre-order on our website right now. And they all have those cool smashed Earth proximity bases. All right, so this is we're gonna walk past the life-size busts because they are rotating. And we've seen these.
I ran it. Okay. Also, they showed a little clip from it, which is probably the least interesting fight that we have.
All right. So now we're jumping in with the Ironman Extremis Mark II statue from the Adi Granov Artist Series. This is the first of the Adi Granov Artist Series. Super exciting. He's got the metallic matte paint on his suit is fantastic. Adi Granov is very well known for his work on the Ironman Extremis series from 2006, I believe. And this is kind of an imagination of what if Tony Stark had continued making marks of the Extremis suit. This would be the Mark II, based on original design by Adi Granov. Excuse me. They got some really cool dynamic motion into this piece. He is taking off of a Stark Industries technology-themed base. You guys can see that really cool cloud of exhaust. I love the colors they've got with the darker in the center. It really portrays the rocket fuel and exhaust. He's got various mechanical openings on his suit revealing hidden tech. There's some silver detailing, and he's got that triangular arc reactor. You are seeing the exclusive edition because that is the Tony Stark unmatched portrait. This is available for pre-order on our website right now. He went up for online Comic-Con, so you guys can check that out at sideshow.com. This is the Iron Man Mark III maquette. Big year for Iron Man. I mean, huge for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is a really, really cool piece. This is I believe the Mark III was the first suit to have the red and gold. So this is a piece of Marvel Cinematic history. He is standing on a destroyed Ironmonger base. This piece has also really cool light-up effects. The chest and eyes on Iron Man's suit light up bright. And then the arc reactor on the Ironmonger suit on the base is flickering because he's defeated. There's some great, also, kind of the dirt detailing on Iron Man's suit. I mean, you can tell that he's just been in a massive fight, but he has emerged victorious. All right. Next up, we have Elektra, back to Hell's Kitchen. You guys can see Daredevil on the other side. You can see how these pieces match. This is Elektra. Elektra has a more modern interpretation of her costume with those sculpted armor bits like I mentioned before, but she's got the classic red bandana, the mysterious look on her face, and the beautiful hair flowing in the night sky. I like to imagine this is night. Hell's Kitchen always seems like a very dark place to me. She's standing on kind of a cathedral-ish themed base, so again, they're not on the same building. They could be across the street from each other in Hell's Kitchen. Both editions of this figure do come with a swap-out right arm. I'm so bad at remembering the right arm. Right now she is holding her twin size, but there is a swap out arm that has her arm a little further raised up, and then the exclusive edition is swap out hands featuring katana blades. So there's multiple display options for this piece, even with the collector's edition and then the exclusive edition, so it's really cool. And you can mix and match the katanas in size if you really want to. She is available for pre-order on our website right now. Next up, we are back in the Spider-Verse. This is the Spider-Man Legendary Scale figure. We're very excited about this piece. The amount of cut and sew on this piece. I mean, Spidey's whole costume has been painstakingly tailored. There's great fabric detail. I mean, the blue has cool raised little hexagonal patterns. Very hard to see, but when you're up close, the detail shows right through. And then, of course, the red has his webbing, which is raised and glossy. Got those classic eyes. He's on a New York City building base with a little bit of web wrapped around the bottom, which is also very cool. Legendary scale, if you're not familiar with our sizing, is about half size. So this is about half the size of a real-life Spider-Man. So he could be your friendly. He could be your friendly collection Spider-Man instead of friendly neighborhood. He is only a preview right now on our website, so go to sideshow.com, sideshow.com/Comic-Con and submit your interest, and we'll let you know as soon as we have more details about when he goes up for order. This is the Wolverine premium format figure. I believe he's already shipping out now. He is on the matching Sentinel hand base to X23. You guys can see again, they've got that shared blue texture on their, or not blue, yellow texture on their costumes. He's got the classic X-Men red belt. He's got battle damage on his shoulder armor. I believe his claws are metal. You guys are looking at the collector edition, which is the masked portrait. The exclusive edition is the unmasked portrait with Wolverine's wild hairstyle. I love that his hairstyle still looks like the fins on his mask when he takes it off. I mean, that's kind of ultimate hat hair. But yeah, he is available for order on our website right now. So you guys can go to sideshow.com and add Wolverine to your collection if you so desire. Start the whole line of X-Men. I mean, we're going... Oh wow, I didn't notice this before. X23, she has X's on the treads of her shoes. That's another thing to notice sometimes when you don't really think about these pieces, but the shoes. We put a lot of detail into everything. Gloves, shoes, everything that you can see on these pieces has some sort of significant detail. All right, this is the Psylocke premium format figure. She debuted during Online Comic-Con as well. I love that they put her with Magneto because the purples play really well with each other in this tank. She is known for her psionic energy construction, so she is standing on a base made of that purple energy, almost in the butterfly shape that she's known for when she's using her powers. Right now she is holding two large swords, and her costume is all sculpt. You can see that there's a little bit of there's some cool stitching details. It's not just a flat bodysuit on her. I wouldn't quite call it armor, but there is some raised detailing. You can see the tailoring, if you will, of this all sculpt costume. And she's got the beautiful purple hair that actually tapers down to black. And she's got a really intense look on her face. I love that so much. She's got the red sash on her belt. She is a preview piece right now, so go to sideshow.com/Comic-Con and RSVP for more information about Psylocke. All right, so I'm not going to talk too much about Lady Deadpool. She was at Comic-Con last year. She is shipping now. This is an awesome dynamic piece. If you got Deadpool Heat Seeker and you love that, talk about physics on this piece. I mean, she again is defying gravity, kicking a missile, slicing a bullet in half, and she hasn't even had to fire her gun yet. I mean, there's so much going on, so much fun Easter eggs on the base as well for Deadpool fans. And if you want her in your collection, you can go to our website, order her, and she will ship out very soon because she is in stock. Good, man. Good. Awesome. So next up, in the X-Men line. We've got the beautiful White Queen herself. This is the Emma Frost premium format figure. She is available for pre-order now on our website, and you are seeing the collector edition, which is her longer-haired portrait. Seems a little more heroic. The exclusive edition is a swap-out, more villainous portrait with bright blue eyes and makeup, really giving her that frosty Emma Frost look. She has a sculpted costume, but she does have a fabric cape custom tailored with internal wiring so you can't pose it, which is really cool. You can give her an epic flowing cape, or you can make it a little more subtle as she uses her incredible telepathic powers. And you know, she could be helping, she could be hurting the cause. There's some destruction in the Cerebro room on her base. We don't know if it was her fault or not, but you can see there's some Easter eggs on the base of Juggernaut's footprint, Cyclops' visor, and there's some traditional Wolverine 3-claw scratches everywhere. So it's hard to tell if she's a hero or a villain in this moment. You don't quite know. Beautifully sculpted bodice with stitching detail in the sculpture, and there's some subtle diamonds laced into her costume, harkening back to her incredible diamond powers. This is the Emma Frost premium format figure. All right. And then we're going to round it on back to the first Avenger himself. This is the Captain America premium format figure, sculpted by Daniel Bell, as I mentioned earlier. You are seeing the exclusive edition where he is holding the Ultron head in his hand, because he and Black Widow have just taken out some of Ultron's sentries. The robot is no match for these good old Avengers. He has a modern interpretation of his costume, all sculpt, beautifully detailed. He's got cool knee pads, incredible textures on the legs. There's some black accents to his costume. So we've got the red, white, and blue, but we've got some cool accent. And the shoulder armor is kind of an homage to his classic fish scale armor. He's got the star on his front, he's got a star on his back as well, which we can't quite show you. And of course, he's got his shield raised, ready to defend his teammates, protect them, and stop anything that comes into the Avengers' path. He is on a proximity base, kind of inspired by the SHIELD helicarrier, with a discarded Ultron arm on base. He's available for pre-order now on our website, so if you want to go check that out, you can go to sideshow.com and order him for your own collection. Alright, that just about does it for the Marvel collection today. We've got plenty more live streams planned for you guys, so stay tuned. We're going to be mostly on Facebook for the rest of the day due to the bandwidth of the convention center. You know how it is. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to let your geek side show.